YouTube? It's Andrew the Bearded Giant, streaming on Gary the Bearded Woodworker's live stream. Welcome to the show. Gary will be attending the last 5 minutes of the stream. He said for me to take the first 55 minutes and just warm the crowd up. So when he comes in, you guys will be set and ready to go.
5 minutes left. I'm here. Welcome to the Bearded Woodworkers' first live stream video. I have my brother-in-law, Andrew the Bearded Giant, is visiting. It is the day before Thanksgiving, so he's here to have my turkey and pumpkin pie and stuff I'm making tomorrow.
The master chef right here. The master chef.
It's pretty. I make pretty good turkey.
I want to point out before we get started, I am sitting on a stool about 6 inches lower than Gary's stool, so it makes me look short. But
it's alright. Tomorrow we're gonna switch it around.
Since it's his live stream, he gets the tall stool.
The taller stool. And so I put a link. Those of you that aren't part of the homesteading group that have been following Andrew, if you're new to the Bearded Wicker live stream or new to Andrew, in the description is a link to his videos, his channel. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. I told him I was going to do this. We're doing a happy dance. Congratulations, Andrew, on hitting 1,000 subscribers. Howdy, from zero to homestead. Look at these guys who's joining us.
Yeah,
Andrew
welcome
Homestead.
everyone.
Thank you for being here.
Hello, Raul Saw.
Yes, Raul. So this is my brother-in-law, Andrew. He's the Bearded Giant. He lives about 3 hours away, 20 minutes west of Portland, in Oregon.
Yep.
And he's down for Thanksgiving, but he also has a YouTube channel called The Bearded Giant. Description is, a link is down in the description if you want to check him out. He does some welding videos. He's got 2 motorcycles. He's got a dirt bike and a cruiser, and some vlogs while driving. And I just sent him a link the other day with an actual guy with a big beard, and he had the camera on him. So he was driving and his beard was going like that. And I said, you should do some vlogs that way. So he might turn the camera around one of these days and show his helmet.
Yes,
his little beard.
yes, I do a moto vlog and talk while riding.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is Gary's show. So
Yeah.
Gary, let's do it.
So welcome. We're only gonna keep this about an hour. I know you guys probably have a lot of prep going on for the big Thanksgiving day tomorrow. Andrew, the Bearded Giant here, does his live stream every Thursday at 4:30, and because tomorrow is Thanksgiving, we're gonna do a live stream right here on his channel at 4:30 on Thanksgiving. Understand if you guys can't make it, you have family, we'll probably be stuffed. We might even be sleeping. I'm not
Yes,
really
we'll just
sure.
do a live stream of us leaning back snoring.
And maybe we'll eat pumpkin pie in front of everybody.
Ooh. Dang. Hey, Prep Setter Bob, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Getting started on
Gilded
homesteading. Thanks
Gardener.
for stopping by.
Yeah. A lot of people here. So Andrew traveled today. Andrew, how was this traffic?
Traffic wasn't so bad. A couple of slow cars over the pass, but we have a few passing lanes. I was able to zip right past them and get down here in good time.
It's good. Good.
I have to cross over a coastal range to get here, so sometimes there's snow, but today no snow, just a light rain.
That is great because they say today is one of the busiest traveling days.
Yeah,
so
I
if you
think it
guys
is.
are traveling tomorrow, be safe. If you're coming back home Thursday or Friday, also be safe too. And if you have to go to the airport to go Thanksgiving,
show up early at the
sorry.
airport.
Yeah.
Check in early because it's going to be crazy.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah, sound check.
So I did a live test feed a couple weeks ago, and I used my lapel mic. But because I was single, just me here, that's why I used it. But I didn't think I could use it with Andrew here because we only have one mic. So we're just strictly going off of my Galaxy Note 8. Straight off of that. So video, audio, good. Awesome. Thanks, Green Acres. Kilted Gardener, sound is good. Awesome. Hello from Barbados. Hello from Barbados. A Copen? Copen?
Like a Copen saw? Are you a woodworker?
Autofocus is driving me nuts though, but it's a short.
Does it help if I lean back
Is
and it
it-
focus, and then I lean forward, and then it focuses, and then I lean back,
Is it
and
doing
it
this?
focuses?
Is it doing this little thing? Oh, I saw it. So I don't know why it's doing that. It was doing that when I had it on 60 frames per second, but I changed that. Even though the 60 frames per second was really nice quality, it was doing this little in and out of focus thing, and a couple of viewers had actually commented on it. So I'm sorry that we're having that issue right now.
You're getting a package on Monday.
Oh, cool! My package. I actually won a competition from so Getting Started on Homesteading. Held was it a 700 subscriber giveaway, and it is an old like antique shoe shine kit.
Yes, and it looked like a custom-made box.
Yeah. So it's got the little foot on it, cut for you put your foot on it, and then you open it up and it's got a whole bunch of shoe shine stuff in the rags and in the brush and stuff like that. So I just commented and did a little funny little comment, and on his feed he just kind of randomly picked out a name, and my name won. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to get that. He tells me that there's some little goodies that are gonna come in it too. So I might actually hold off and open that on my next live show next
That's a good
Wednesday
idea.
at 4:30.
Good
So
idea.
if it gets here on Monday, that would be perfect, or gives another day or two for me to have it. So your beards are beautiful. No shave, never Vember. Were you supposed to put never Vember? Because I like that.
Yeah.
Instead of the no shave November that they have. I actually did start this. So I've had a goatee basically almost my entire adult life. I've had to shave it twice for the stupid scaffolding job that Andrew and I worked on. And we were, he didn't, was working in like an incinerator, and you had to be able to wear a full mask, and it had to, no, you did shave too, I remember. You had this little mustache, it was silly. But we had to have this full face mask on, and it had to have a good seal. And I shaved twice for that job, and that was the last two times I've like clean shaved in the last 30, almost 30 years, something like that. So anyways, but I've had a goatee forever and a day, and I think it was 3 years ago during the No Shave November, whatever they call it. I stopped shaving to have the goatee, and I just let the beard go, and I dig it.
Yeah.
like
It looks good. Gary has a great wizard beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said before on my other streams, I've got 2 shows coming up where I play King Triton from The Little Mermaid, and then I play another King Balthazar, one of the 3 wise men that's following the star. It's a Christmas opera that I'm doing. And my wife is the one that actually told me, don't shave. Just let it grow for these shows. Because I want to try. I usually kind of keep it a little trimmer because it's getting kind of scraggly. But she said,
no, it's more fitting to have a full-on bushy.
Yeah. And King Triton's got a really big, long beard too. So we actually have a live audience member in the town too.
Yes.
The little non-bearded woodworker.
Hello.
That's Alex. He's joining us, sitting us in the chair, and it's
Our live studio audience of one.
a live studio audience of 1, and then a live internet audience of
13.
13.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm kind of doing a bad job of reading comments too, so I don't know if you guys have had any questions or anything. Andrew, I think is
Yeah, I'll try to pay attention.
it's
If you have a
pretty cool.
question, write it in all caps so it kind of stands out. One of the fans says hello to you, Alex. So hey there, buddy.
Nice.
Oh,
We call it Movember in Canada. Oh, you grow a stash or a beard, etc. to raise money from it. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what it is. The same deal here in U.S. Movember is what it's called.
No Shave November. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. What else is going on?
Um,
I shared a link earlier of the first build video I was ever involved with. A few years ago,
yes.
I came down and Gary and I built a shelf for one of my coworkers. So I put a link of that video. So that was pre-Andrew on YouTube.
Yeah, and that was like one of my first couple of videos. Like it was third or fourth video or something like that. So it's a little different than what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
The lighting is different.
Not as polished.
The filming. So I got better editing software, I think, too. But you get to see Andrew dancing and
I do a little dancing.
playing with what's the King Kong Mario
Balthazar?
Donkey Kong. He plays with Donkey Kong for a little bit too, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. So I have probably 4 videos in the works right now, and only one of them is a build video. And I think towards the end of this live stream, I'm going to put some Danish oil, and you guys are going to see it firsthand. I built a indoor firewood rack, and it's made out of 1x6 lumber that was left outside, so it was completely dirty and it should have been thrown away. But I milled it down to some 1x2.5, so 1x3s, I guess you want to call them, and made a fairly decent size, and I think it looks nice too. It's got all hidden fasteners, so no nails or screws. It's glue and some pocket screws and stuff. But I think I'll put a Danish oil finish on it today live on the stream. And you're like, oh,
This is for good luck.
this is. Oh yeah, I wanted to. So I want to make sure I'm saying it. Raul, is that how you say your name? The bearded Batman video last week really showcased your editing skills. That was really fun. So that was probably a year ago. Alex, was it a year ago?
Yeah, 2 summers ago.
It was like 2 summers ago that we started it, and that was really something that Alex wanted to do. Alex has got a YouTube channel, only a couple of videos on it, I think. He really wants to do more. He's got a better camera setup than I do, a better tripod than I do, but he doesn't have a laptop or a computer yet. So anything that he does, he brings to me, and I'm putting them together.
His uncle got him the better tripod, and his uncle got him
Yes.
the better microphone
Yes.
stand.
Thank you.
And apparently his uncle will have to get him a laptop
Yes.
because his parents won't get him the cool stuff.
No, we won't. But so, anyways, that was Alex's idea.
Yes, Sam, I will be your uncle as well.
Yeah, Raul with a short. Okay, Raul, great. I kind of thought that's how you pronounce it, but it was a different spelling that I'm used to seeing. So, anyways, that was Alex's idea. If you guys haven't seen the bearded woodworker Batman small movie that we put together, it was the last video, I believe, that I just put out. I don't know, maybe Andrew, you want to drop a...
Yes,
Somebody
I will
drop
find a link to your Batman video.
Is this Hope This Works Homestead, I believe.
Oh, yeah, look
he
at
put
that.
it up there. Kevin, you got it for us.
You rock, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. So I'm still kind of learning a lot of your guys' names too, and Andrew gave me a couple of you as good members to put as moderators because you're really good at putting in links and stuff. So Kevin, I appreciate that. And Sam from Green
Yep.
Acres, correct? I
Yep.
also made you a moderator too because Andrew says you guys are pretty darn good and fast with putting in links, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. But I don't think that Bearded Batman movie's gonna move any
What?
further, but it might. Alex is like a foot taller now, so he could be a completely different character since I kind of killed the other character. Then we'll
Yes.
do something else. So.
And his voice dropped an octave.
yes, and it's changed too. So I've got about 5 videos on my Bearded Batman YouTube channel. So I don't do much on it yet, but it is kind of fun when I do decide to do something on it. And those of you that don't know, I am also a mural painter. I am an artist, and I have another video, YouTube video, or YouTube channel called Kraken Studios,
Yeah,
where I showcase
I'll
my
find
artwork.
that now.
And I have a few
Murals and time lapses.
time lapses. Yeah, time lapse videos of me doing some murals. And I think the last one that I posted was a 6-foot by 250-foot mural I did on a concrete wall of a whole bunch of big salmon. So if you guys want to check it out, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe. That would be great too. I have a mural gig coming up in Newport this next year. It's going to be a 12-foot by 24-foot mural. And the same people that I just painted the huge mural for a couple summers ago contacted me, and they're looking to get another mural done. So hopefully I can get some more videos of artwork to put on that channel and keep it growing. But I do enjoy, and it's a little easier to continue with the Bearded Woodworker channel here because it's close to home and it is home, right? So, yeah, thank you.
You're
Bearded
getting-
Giant.
You're getting some props, Alex, that you should do some more YouTube videos. They
Yes.
say you're a natural actor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys, and he kind of needs to hear that. He is too. He's got a couple really cool videos. I like. There's one video of all your cool stuff that you have, and like most of it's stuff that I made him. But it's a really fun video, and he and I were into Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
If you guys have any younger children that got into it, and it's a really cute cartoon, but he has a video of opening the Gravity Falls third journal,
Yeah.
I think it was, and so he tells me what to do, and I edit it the way that he wants it.
Because I'm funny.
Because he's funny. Apparently his dad's not. But
I'm
let's take a minute and salute Mrs.
Oh,
Bearded Worker.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Although Mrs. Bearded Woodworker is not doing the major cooking. It is the Bearded Woodworker
Bearded
who's
Woodworker.
doing most of the cooking.
Yeah.
she made less of
Gary is a multi-talented individual. He can cook, he can clean, he can change oil, he can do brakes.
Yes. I can.
Sometimes he can cut stuff with wood. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
Gary's a good woodworker, so
I can
and a
paint.
talented artist. Yes.
Refinish floors, remodel bathrooms, whatever's on that honey-do list. I'm pretty good at doing that. But that is my contribution to this family, as she has the full-time job, and
The
I
9 to
have
5 job.
the 9 to 5 job. I have the artist job and the YouTube job, and I have a list of things to do that I want to accomplish to make our house the home that we've always sought after. So that's what I do. I do the dishes, I do the laundry, and most of the cooking. And she was really good when Alex was first born. Stayed home for many years, raising him and stuff too. Oh, we're rubbing head again.
Yes, we had
Look at that.
another request for a head rub.
What?
So there's some chatter going on about how Kevin broke the internet a few weeks ago
Oh,
when he found a cable laying in his shop and didn't know what it was. So he started pulling on it. Apparently, all the internet traffic goes through Wyoming in a small cable from Kevin's shop. And he wasn't sure what it is, so he pulled on it and took the internet down for like an hour and a half.
Wow, Kevin, that's some power right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was during a live
It
stream?
was during the
or-
live stream, yeah. Yeah. Kevin broke the internet on live air.
Isn't there a movie about Kevin breaking the internet?
That's Ralph.
Oh,
was there?
that's Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It
Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kevin. I kind of maybe thought that was you.
It's a compliment.
Watch out you don't get your beards tangled up. Be quite the scrap trying to. Yes, it would, Dan. We don't want to
Wreck it,
get.
Kevin.
We don't want to get it tangled up. I'll keep my distance away. So I told on my live test, I told a joke that week.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I would tell another joke. And this was a joke that happened many years ago when Alex was just a kid and he was,
I am a kid.
well, he's still a kid, but he was a young child. And we lived at a different place that had 2 levels. And so it was bedtime. And we did the whole bedtime routine where he got his pajamas on, he went to the bathroom, and we sat down and I read him a story, finished up one of his favorite books. I kissed him goodnight, and he says, "Dad, can I have a glass of water?" I says, "Well, it's a little too late to have water right now. We don't want you to have an accident and wet your bed. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow." Okay. So I tuck him in, I give him a kiss, and I go downstairs where I spend a little quality time with Mom. And I believe we watched a show that's on our DVR that we don't get to see. About 10 minutes into our show, I hear this from upstairs. "Dad, can I have a glass of water?" I says, "No, son, we've already talked about this. It's too late. If you have water now, you could have an accident, wet the bed. Go to sleep." Okay. So we turn the show back on. We start watching about 10, 15 minutes later. "Dad, can I have a glass of water?" I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with this kid? "No, Alex, go to sleep, hon. It's too late." Okay. About 10 minutes later, guess what? "Dad," and I'm getting a little irritated right now. "Yes, Alex." He says, "Can I have a glass of water?" I said, "Listen, you asked for a glass of water again. I'm going to have to come up there and spank you. It's time to go to bed. It's too late." Okay. So we go back and I'm almost finishing the show. Another 10, 15 minutes later. "Dad," I'm like, "What, Alex? When you come up to spank me, will you bring me a glass of water?" That's my joke for the day.
Thank you all for the courtesy laugh.
So, anyways, fantastic job. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you. 2 bulls in a china shop, right? Did I mention I was going to put Danish oil on my
Yes.
my
Yes.
towards the end?
Yes. Here, let me give you a preview of that.
Let's see what I've missed here.
Dad, can I have some water?
Yes, you may have some water. So this is what we got going on. Yeah, there you go. It's got. They look like some good not butt joints, but lap joints, but they're not. It's actually 2 pieces of wood. Made it look like it's lap joints. Yeah. That looks weird, huh? It's like a split screen. This is how we won't get our beards tangled together. So anyways, let's, thank you. Thanks, Bob, for clapping. Show some more projects.
Oh,
What do I oh, yeah.
this is a large piece of plastic.
I made that. Yes. So, Andrew, you used a big chunk of this to make a small little stand for your
Yeah.
motorcycle, right?
Yeah, I made a stand for my enduro motorcycle, and I used this as the top so it wouldn't scratch the underside of my bike.
And it literally it is just like a 1/2 inch or 5/8
Be about 5/8.
of just solid plastic.
Yeah.
It's shiny. I don't know what types of plastics are out there, PVC or what, but I
I'm
asked
gonna
him for
say it's
this
petroleum based.
petroleum based a few months ago. He gave this to me, and I am going to cut small little. I'm just going to use about this much. I want to make a couple of new sleds for the crosscut sled, and well, maybe I might even do a miter sled too. For I've got my smaller DeWalt hooked up here on the table. I want to show you. I don't like this, by the way. So this table I have hooked to the end of my bench, which is a great outfeed. I like the purpose of it, but it makes my workbench way too long. So I'm going to make a rolly cart the same height, so it works as an outfeed. But we're gonna take that plastic and cut some rails, and I'm gonna do a cross-cut sled for this smaller one, and I'm also going to do a 45-degree angle, and maybe I'll make it adjustable. I'm not sure quite yet, but that's kind of another project that I've got coming up too. I'll be releasing a video probably tomorrow or Friday on me putting an exterior plug on a house. It's really kind of simple, and I think the kind of video it's going to be is if people are looking to how do you put this, it's not a fancy video, but it's more of a how-to video, kind of like the F2 error code video on the washing machine I have. That's probably my third highest view video, is how to fix your Whirlpool front loader washing machine that's blinking F0, and it's a simple fix. Apparently I had a lot of comments of people saying that it cost them a couple $100 to have a repairman come out and fix it, when it was literally a couple of tools and emptying out the drainage tray little thing that they have in there. Still working on my laundry room. It is turned into, again, a bigger project than I initially thought the first, second, and the third time I was thinking about it. And I also have this video of the wood rack that I've been working on, so you guys will see me put the clear coat on it, and then I'll finish editing that and get it out there. I also have, what other videos was I working on? Oh, some doors. Went to this, so I don't know if you guys have this local bargain lumber yard around your area or not, but ours here in Newport is called Gray's Bargain Yard, and I bought 3 interior hollow core doors, but they look like they're panel doors to replace the 2-bedroom and the bathroom door. By the way, Mom, we have 2 live people in our audience now too. Andrew's mother,
Yes,
the Bearded
yes.
Giant's
Our
mom.
live audience has doubled in size. We have grown by 100%. We have a grandmother and a grandson in our audience.
We have 3 generations going on right now.
Yes, we do.
So anyway, so the shop had these doors. They don't have any holes cut for doorknobs or locks or hinges or anything like that. They were $20 a piece.
Wow, that's a good price.
$20 a piece.
Yeah.
I got 3 doors for $60. So I'm going to just take the doors. And the funny thing is there's 2 different sizes. We have the bedroom and the bathroom door are 32 inches, and Alex's door was 34 inches wide.
Oh yeah.
So I literally went through about 100 doors they have up in this huge area to find 3 that were the same looking but 2 different sizes. So I'm gonna take the door right off of the hinges, and I'm just gonna line everything up, and I'm gonna make another video on how to transfer the hinges to the new doors and drill out the holes
Cool.
and stuff like that.
Do you have a jig to do the?
I do
lock?
have a jig.
Okay.
Yes. I did a job for a client. They put in a new door, and I went and bought a jig. I also put a DeWalt one in the same jig in my Prime or my Amazon wish list, because I'm a DeWalt freak. But it is a jig that fits on the end, and it locks in place, and it shows you exactly where to drill the holes here for the handle, and
Yeah, yeah.
exactly where to
Yeah,
drill
yeah.
the holes like that.
Yeah.
And it makes your job way easier.
100 times
for
easier.
sure.
Oh yeah.
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 And it's a pre-made jig, so I know it's going to be more accurate than something that I would put together,
Yeah.
making it out of wood, which I could do if I needed to, I guess. But
Yeah. I made a right angle jig.
yeah, I saw your Instagram picture on
Well,
that,
that's
right?
the store bought one.
Oh, that well.
So I made a right angle jig. I made an inside diameter and an outside diameter real quick because I needed it. And then I bought a really nice one online and I compared it. The one I made is off by like 2 or 3 degrees.
Is it really?
Yeah. But it'll work. It'll work in a pinch. Yep.
Isn't a jig some kind of dance? Mean bearing. Yes, it is. It is. And Alex is doing the jig right now. Yeah.
Oh,
That was for you guys.
so, oh yeah, I typed it in there, but those of you who are watching, feel free to check out each other's channels. And if you see something interesting,
Yes.
subscribe. Support each other, give each other some love. If you're watching on a computer, there's 3 little dots off to the right of your name. You can click on that and it'll say go to channel, and you can open up their channel in another window and then just save that for after the show and then go check out their channel. And if you like what they have in their videos, give them a subscription. Watch a few videos, give them a thumbs up.
Speaking of thumbs up, there's a thumbs up for all of you guys out there. Go ahead and give me one too. That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. I still have a pie to make. I gotta make my cherries in the snow for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So I grew up, my mother made a dish called cherries in the snow, and it's kind of really a simple dish. It sounds weird when you talk about the ingredients, putting it all together, but it's really delicious, and it's kind of like a
You
cream
never
cheese- or
knew
cheesecake.
that you could do sardines in a dessert, and it turns out
Yeah.
good.
And
And
I
I
tell
don't
my wife she doesn't like fish.
I don't like fish
Neither
either.
does this guy.
But the way he prepares these sardines, it's amazing. He
Yeah,
purees them
It's just
and does a nice spread.
Oh.
It's basically sardine spread on rye bread.
With the graham cracker crust.
What if you got?
No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's a cream cheese based filling with whipped cream and marshmallows. With some sugar and some vanilla and other stuff, and you mix it together and you put it on a graham cracker crust, and then you pour a can of that yummy, delicious cherry in the sauce pie filling stuff on it. Oh, and you put it in the refrigerator for a few hours. It is really good. It's super easy to make, but I'm not telling you guys that. You didn't hear it from me, but I make it every year, and I've had people who have been over who no longer, I don't have contact with them, or they live somewhere else and stuff. Will comment or send me a text or something like, your cherries in the snow every Thanksgiving, I think about it, kind of thing. So I like that. I like being able to prepare a dish that's kind of unique that nobody else eats and that people look forward to having. Right, Alex?
Yeah, I like it. And I don't even like cherries.
He doesn't even like that. His mother doesn't like cherries, but she'll eat it too. But I think she actually puts the cherries off to the side.
I'll
and
eat the
eats
I love it.
and eats the sauce.
I love it.
I like
That's
that.
great.
I like that he
Yeah.
likes it. He loves it. So.
Gary also does a pumpkin pie and an apple pie.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
Alex
it's gonna
helped
be
me
a
this
full
year.
spread.
We made 2 pumpkin pies. I told him if it comes out great, it's all me, and if it comes out disgusting, it's all him. So we'll see how it.
So it'll be about a 50-50.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, I don't know how. I gave him my secret little ingredients that makes my pumpkin pies a little different, I think, and I'm not gonna tell anybody.
can
What
pass
the
on
secret is.
tradition.
I passed it on to my son, and next year I'll show him how to make it again. And then eventually I'll show him how to make cherries in the snow, and then it'll continue to grow. Continue to grow.
Like my belly continues to grow.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Buddha belly.
Belly. What are your guys' plans for
Bob?
Thanksgiving?
Bob's driving somewhere right now. He took off.
Bob, you're driving somewhere and you're watching my live stream?
No,
Oh.
he said goodbye.
No, he did. Thanks for telling me. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for joining. Drive safe. Be safe. Oh, thank you. Love the pumpkin carving. Yeah, that was my first time using those sort of tools, and I believe they were like clay sculpting tools that I used. It was hard. It was hard to get through that outer pumpkin layer, but thank you. I enjoyed doing that, and it was kind of a nice, quick little video. The belly of the bearded Buddha.
Yes, this is reclaimed wood from pallets.
Yes, it
He's
is
done
solid.
it on 2 walls now. The opposite wall, which you can't see, and this wall. It looks really cool, and it has the added feature is he can drill and mount things right to it, and not have to worry about finding a stud as long as it's not too heavy. But
Yeah.
all tools and stuff, and then he can take the bracket down, move it, and not have to worry about marring up the wall.
Yeah, I've lived with peg holes, and I've talked about this briefly last time.
Yeah.
Peg holes for many years, and I just got tired of the little hooks coming off and having a specific place where it can go, and having a wooden wall like this and being free. It's all free from pallet woods that I got from multiple different places, and I like the look of it too. But loving to be able to put a screw or a holder anywhere I want, like this guy right here, my big sticky holder that I made from a little PVC pipe and a piece of wood. I just screwed it right directly into it, and if I find out that I don't like where it's at because the saw's in the way, I'll move it down, or I'll move it over, or I've got 12 feet to work with, and then about 5 or 6 feet in here to work with. And those are some other projects I've got too, because I've got a set of chisels and I have a set of screwdrivers that need to go up there. I have a hole-to-walt set of open-ended wrenches and stuff that also need a home too.
Sam just did a video on a clamp holder. That was pretty cool.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I might have seen that. I also have
Oh yeah. I like
Harbor
this
Freight.
idea.
Harbor Freight sells these magnet tool holders, and I've got my sockets on them, and it seems to be doing pretty good just for being up on a shelf. I mean, if I need to work on the truck or the car, I can take this whole thing out, see what I need, and just put it back, and they're not rolling around everywhere, and you don't have to deal with trying to stick it in that.
Yeah, it's hard doing a square peg and a square hole.
Yeah. So I need about another 3 or 4 of these, because there was a deal at Costco where
Grandma could use some of those.
Apparently,
Organize my
Mom,
tools.
Mom just suggested a Christmas gift, possibly.
So all you those out there who want to support the cause of Bearded Giant Mom, my mother-in-law, send it to P.O. Box.
You know what? Just buy one of my T-shirts. They'll all go to the same place.
Oh yeah, T-shirts. He has T-shirts. I have T-shirts.
Oh yeah, let me see if I can find your link.
Oh, I lost it.
They're good.
Do you have links in here?
Summer every day. In my country, our walls are all hardwood. There is no sheet rock or insulation.
Well, that's cool.
Really? In what country are you in, Raul?
He's in India.
You're in India. Nice.
I'm
Okay.
thinking India. I'm guessing.
He's guessing.
I
Oh, you didn't say it earlier. He's
no,
guessing because
I
he's been
am-
there and he knows.
no, I am projecting upon you based on your name, and I apologize if I'm wrong.
That's
Summer
me.
every day. Is it summer every day in
India? Yeah, parts of it. Not up in the mountains though.
What about Africa? Isn't that warm in
Could
summer
be.
there all
There's
day
a
too?
song about Africa, but I don't remember how it goes. You be careful, you get demonetized. if you
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
we don't want to do that.
Dad, Africa's a continent, not a country. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, but
been a
the
few
country
years.
is in that.
Could be
Country
South
that
America
could be in there.
somewhere.
But that's kind of cool. I would actually love to do this wall on the inside of my house too. I think there's a location in my dining room. That wall in between the kitchen and dining room, I think, would look
Yes,
nice
it
there
would.
too.
Yes.
Getting off the thing.
We actually live in my mother-in-law's house, and she is thrilled because of the work that I'm doing in her house.
Yeah.
So
My sister and brother-in-law kicked my mom out of her house.
They
it's too big
did.
for her,
That's
anyways.
correct.
One woman, yeah.
And they made my mom move up into the mountains. She's a mountain woman now.
I am.
No, my mom bought a cabin up on Mount Hood, which is the big mountain in Oregon. It's a skiing mountain and all that.
I don't ski.
She doesn't ski, except when it snows and she tries to get her mail.
All right, Dan. Dan says the pallets around his area are not worth messing with. They split, and the dirt on them dulls the tools. And you have one of Izzy Swan's pallet tools. I think that's really cool, and I think I might need to invest in one of those. I had seen his video using that a while ago. So that's too bad because pallet wood. Most of the pallet woods around here are pretty darn nice. And we have a Copeland lumber in our small little tiny town. And it was a bigger lumber company, but I believe there's only 3 of them left now. And they're all
Privately owned?
privately owned. They're the employee owned stores. So we have one here in our little town and one up north in Newport and one down south out in Florence. But they constantly have really nice pallets go out. They just put them out there when they're done with them and they're gone within hours.
Good night, Kilted Gardener.
Kilted Gardener, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Be safe. Enjoy. Thank you, everyone.
He made sauerkraut.
He made oh.
Ooh.
He
Yeah.
made 2 different kinds of sauerkraut. And
So I tried sauerkraut.
and a cabbage hat.
Oh, is that what that was? A
Yeah.
cabbage hat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. That'd be nice. I can see that.
Sorry.
So yeah,
You're doing good, Gary. We
Yeah.
are at 41 minutes so far.
41 minutes.
41 minutes,
That's
yeah.
not bad. Are you guys bored yet?
Yes.
No, we're growing. We're at 14.
He says yes.
We're at 14 people watching. 14 people on the interwebs and 2 in the studio.
60 people.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Let's. How about I put a little bit of?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put some tongue oil. No, I'm not. I am going to put
Danish oil.
some Danish oil. It's backwards on the screen. I don't know if it comes.
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, it's correct.
Oops.
I'm gonna put a little Danish oil on my firewood rack. So when this dries, right now we've got this tiny little rack, and I have to fill it up a couple times just to keep the house warm for one day. So I built this rack to hold a little more wood, and I'm gonna move the camera here so you can see it real quick. Whoops. I'm on the tripod. You know what? I've got this quick release thing, Andrew, and I'm not utilizing it. Look at this. Look at this. See? Oh, Andrew's gonna take it, and we're gonna see if we can do a nice, smooth little.
Need me to open that can for you, Gary?
Push, turn.
How about we did? How about our favorite grandma?
Alright. I'm pushing down and I'm turning at the same time. Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Good job, Gary. Now that I got everyone seasick.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, we rehearsed this ahead of time and made sure all the material was ready.
I can't do it, Andrew. Let's see if Andrew can do it. It might take 10 minutes just to get this thing open.
You just twisted.
Unless he breaks it. Get the channel locks. Yeah, I know, right? So it says you need to push down on it too at the same time as turning.
That sounds good.
So let's see. Channel locks only. Oh! Arthritis. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, Bearded Giant.
Well, he loosened it. He loosened it
I
for
did.
me.
I
Yeah,
did.
I didn't have to put
I
hardly
did.
any effort
I mean,
into
look
it.
at that. That's dried. That was glued on there, so that smells really good. All right. So I'm just gonna use a old T-shirt here, and
Alex.
Alice.
how about? Let's see. Does that do any better? I'm just gonna put it right on my rag, and then I'm gonna slowly rub it into the wood.
Wow, wow.
I don't know, is that turning out? I'll just dump it on there. Ooh!
Oh, that looks
Look at
nice.
that!
Oh, the camera's not doing it justice.
No, it's not. Oh, that's too bad. So again, this was salvaged wood, and there's nothing I love more than taking wood that was gonna be thrown away or have no use and repurposing it and making it into something nice. I made a side table for my son side of the chair in the living room, and I used some old pallet wood and some other stuff I just had lying around. And you can even use dimensional lumber, 2x4s, 2x6s. You can mill that stuff down and make some really nice furniture out of stuff like that. But
Hey, Dan, if we weren't in mixed company, I'd tell you how a real man would open that.
Behave. Your mother said.
no, it's embarrassing. I'm not gonna live that down. Something was on there, man. So I'm gonna put probably 2 coats or 3 coats on here. It's pretty dry wood and it's just sucking it in, but I want to kind of get a first coat in there and let it suck in a little, and then put on a second coat. But yeah, see this piece right here, I don't know what it looks
Oh,
like
it's
on
starting
the
to
camera,
show nice on the camera.
but it sure changes it. Oh no! Don't rotate it! I don't want portrait mode! Bearded Giant in his portrait mode drives me crazy!
The best way to do a live stream is portrait mode, gentlemen.
Nuts!
The best way is... Ooh, does this give us some sort of weird feedback loop if we do this?
Yes.
Ooh. That's the science geek in me.
Whatever.
Have you guys ever had walkie-talkies where you talk into one and then you click on the other one and it talks into that one and then it feeds back to the first one and then feeds back to the second one in this infinite
Yes,
loop?
actually.
I love doing that at work.
Yeah, do that with cell phones on,
No.
yeah, on what do you call it? On speaker mode?
That's scary.
Oh man, that starts
Yeah.
echoing, and then all of a sudden it and it makes this god awful sound. It's awesome. You should try it sometime. Say, honey, check this out. Call me on my cell phone. Put it on speaker. And have her put hers on speaker. You'll have a great Thanksgiving.
What if it's a girl watching that?
You will.
You can see a little bit in the background Gary's DeWalt tool wall there,
Oh, yeah.
and the other pallet wall. Yeah.
And probably the messy side of the shop. I actually cleaned up a little bit of the shop for the appropriate filming of this live stream. But the other portion of the shop that's got my lumber rack and stuff in it's pretty. Oh, look at that little hole.
What have you done?
Pretty dirty. Pretty dirty.
So the last time I had my head shaved, I was 18 years old, and when I joined the Air Force, and I was a thinner, more athletic young man, and even then my head was my head was full of bumps and ridges, and is not a real pretty sight. So I think I'll keep my hair for now until I have to shave it off.
Yeah. So that's the whole reason why I shave is because I have to. I'm not growing it. When I turned, I had hair down to here when I was 23, and that was the year I shaved my head. I went straight from long hair to bald, and it's been that way ever since.
Yes, I was the peach fuzzed giant back in the late 80s and early 90s. Didn't really have a beard back then. It was more of a weak attempt.
And you were the fireman mustache.
Oh
giant for a
yeah,
moment, too.
I had the fireman mustache for a while when I was volunteering. And once that second chin started to grow in, I knew it was time to grow the beard.
Yeah, I'm really afraid to see what would be underneath this beard right now, and so it would not be pretty.
Yeah, the color's really coming into its own, Gary. Yeah.
Yeah,
It just needed a minute to soak in.
yeah, I am super thrilled how this is going. Well, losing half our audience. Bye, Mom.
We had
The oil is overflowing.
Oh, it is. Sorry. Yeah.
It is.
Grandma's getting high off the Danish oil, so she needs to leave.
You want to get high?
No towel. Old South Park. You guys ever watch South Park? My gosh, you remember that show? Yeah. So this is really cool. Is this exciting for you guys to watch or what?
Oh.
I mean, typically I'll put it on 10 times speed right now, and you guys will just
Yeah.
kind of put it together. But Kevin from Hope This Works Homesteading, I watched one of his feeds, and he put some butcher block oil or mineral oil on one of his butcher blocks that he made. And I thought that was kind of cool that he talked and he worked on a little project at the same time. And you guys tune in and watch my videos, my build videos and stuff. So I thought, well, maybe I should do a little something while we're talking.
Raul, you are correct. We are a bit nuts.
The stupid Americans. I believe.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
What's that?
It was a South Park reference.
Oh.
The teacher.
Right. Right.
You want to get high?
So, did we find out where Raul is from? I believe he said they don't celebrate Halloween, I think, too.
Oh,
Well, Halloween's an American.
Yeah, it's just kind of a funny.
what are you talking about?
Halloween
It's a
is
pagan. It's a pagan thing.
Viking thing.
Yeah, so I didn't know. Richard, the Beard Time 16 celebrates.
Yeah, in the UK,
In the UK, they do.
it's starting to become a thing. It hasn't
it?
always been.
Oh.
Yeah. So when Richard was a kid, good night. Getting started on homesteading. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining my first live feed.
Yeah.
Have a great Thanksgiving and be safe. Thank you for tuning in and watching my first live stream. awesome to have all of you guys here, really. And those who are watching after the fact, thank you for clicking on the video and watching not live, but an hour worth of just two fat guys doing something.
That should be a thing.
Yes.
We could have a
Guy.
we could have a show called Two Fat Guys Talk to You on the interwebs.
Right? I think that would two bearded fat guys or something like that. You know what? So I'm gonna stop right there. I think I kind of got most of it done. Oh, here's a little spot here. And we'll do a quick little pan, and you guys can kind of see how this is gonna be a little better than the.
Gary, who painted that logo on the garage door?
Oh, the that YouTube logo. That was me. That was me. I have a video on that. It was my first sticker swap video that I was doing, and I needed a place. To put my stickers. Yeah, what do you give that?
Maybe some of you will recognize some of these stickers. Let it focus.
And if you guys want to do a
Focus.
sticker swap with me, I am on
Not
Instagram.
focusing.
It's not focusing. Why isn't it focusing?
Breathe in and out.
It's not focusing. Sorry.
Even on you?
No.
Oh,
No.
there we go.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we go. If you guys want to do a sticker swap, I'm on Instagram, or now that there's a YouTube messaging system, I don't know how that works. Go ahead and send me a message, and
Everything's
I'll
backwards.
eventually get one in the mail to you. Notice how I say eventually. I'm really a procrastinator.